let's go ahead and start with our mantra to increase the virtue, which is one of these mantras that multiplies things by 100,000 times. So all the good things that we do are multiplied by that much. And then I love to think that if you're doing all the other multiplying mantras, it becomes exponential. So it's like 100,000 times 100,000 million times another 100,000. So yeah, it kind of tickles me. All right, and we'll do this a little bit faster now that we're starting to get used to it. But I'll start slower and speed up as we go. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. And before we actually get into the meditation, I just want to make sure that you can all hear me okay, because I had some feedback from the other group. Okay, then that little issue is fixed. All right, good. So make sure that you are in your comfortable meditation posture, whether that's in a chair or sitting cross-legged or whatever posture that is, that you have a nice straight back. That your shoulders should be nice and relaxed. The head slightly tilted forward at a natural angle, so the alignment of the spine goes all the way up through the crown of your head. Your legs in a comfortable position. If you like, you can do the traditional right hand on top of left with thumbs touching and resting in your lap. But if you prefer to do another, like hands on the knees, or that's fine, whatever is comfortable for you. And let's just take 3 nice deep breaths to relax into the posture. We want it to be stable, but very relaxed. And just let go of any worries you might have. Just settle into the here, bringing your mindfulness to how your body is feeling. Notice any sensations that you might be having. The way that your body connects to the chair or cushion or floor. The feel of the clothes on your body. Any sensations that you might have inside the body, without a lot of labeling or worrying or diagnosing. It's just placing your attention on the sensations, just noticing. And we need to set our motivation for the practice. And our first level of motivation might be simply that, we're tired of suffering, tired of reaping the effects of our mistakes. And that might be based in the happiness of this life. But to be a Buddhist, we need to have at least the motivation of a better rebirth, or at least a precious human rebirth. That makes us at least a baby Buddhist, baby Buddhist. But better than that, we want to have a motivation to get out of this suffering realm we call samsara, to be liberated from this cycle of karma, death, rebirth, the contaminated aggregates. But even that isn't the best motivation. The best motivation is to complete the two collections of conventional and ultimate bodhicitta, to become enlightened in order to be of benefit to all sentient beings on the basis of equanimity, of seeing all sentient beings as our kind mothers, wishing to repay their kindness, wishing them to be free of suffering and have ultimate happiness as quickly as possible. And thinking, I myself must get enlightened in order to benefit them. And to do this, I must purify. And so to do the purification practice, we need to have first this power of regret. So thinking back, anything that you've done that would harm any living being with your body or your speech or your mind. And you can start with just today. It's good to start with anything that's very fresh in your mind. And then maybe there were things that you've done this week. And then keep looking back. Is there anything that is creating any anxiety for you? Any inner dissonance? If you have guilt, it's the wrong kind of regret, where you're judging yourself as being bad. But take anything that might be the basis of a guilty feeling, any action that you've done, and we can regret that in a very healthy way, purify it. And then have a general regret for anything that we can't remember. And there are many moments just within 1 second and so there's no way we can remember every second of the day, every moment of the day, every thought, every action, everything we said, everything we did. We forget it so quickly. And that doesn't even include all our previous lives, eons and eons of literally countless lives where we've done everything. So we have a general regret for anything we might have done that would have harmed sentient beings. And then we turn to Guru Vajrasattva with the power of reliance. It is Guru Vajrasattva's method that we rely on. And so visualize above the crown of your head a blissful white lotus made of light, on top of which sits Guru Vajrasattva, and you might like to visualize him in Vajradhara's posture with the Vajra bell crossed at the heart. Vajra in the right hand, bell in the left. Dressed in fine silks and ornaments, everything made of light, everything blissful. Vajrasattva himself is this amazing, loving, non-judgmental, compassionate, perfectly wise, inseparable from your guru, only wants to help. Not one atom of negativity. And this is the Buddha nature that we all possess. And so we take refuge to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And so really think about wanting to benefit every single sentient being without leaving a single one out. It's not based on preference, who helps us, who we like. We have compassion for any living being that is suffering. And so we begin by purifying any negative actions of the body. Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of blissful white nectar that enters the crown of your head. As it fills your body, it pushes down a black inky liquid that exits out of the lower orifices of your body, purifying any negative actions of your body. The black inky liquid just disappears as if it had never been there. And you hold that visualization the best you can as we say the Vajrasattva mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And so think that your body is now completely purified of any negative actions. Now you can only help others with your body. Next, we purify any negative actions of speech. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of white nectar, which enters the crown of your head, and this time as it fills your body, it's filling from the bottom up, pushing up the black inky liquid out of the top of your body, where it dissipates completely as if it had never even been there, purifying any negative actions of speech. As we again say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayatsa Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati me bawa, sarva siddhi me prayatsa, sarva karma sutta me, tsitam shriyam kuruhum, ha 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 ho, bhagavan, sarva tata kata vajramame mutsa, vajrabahamaha samaya sapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvaseti Membrayasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati mebawa sarvaseti memprayatsa sarvakarma sutame tsitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sarvatata gata vajramame mutta vajrabahamaha samaya sapa ahum pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And then just be delighted that all negative actions of speech are now completely purified. So everything you say is to be of is benefiting sentient beings. And then we purify any negative actions of mind. This time Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light, and this blissful beam of light enters the crown of your head, filling your body with the white light, instantly illuminating your entire body, just like when you turn on a light in a dark room, instantly illuminates the entire room. And this is purifying any negative actions of mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvaseti Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Tsitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And think how wonderful that all your delusions, which is the source of our suffering and the suffering of all other sentient beings, is completely gone. I think there's no space in your mind, which is your heart, for anything but love and kindness, forgiveness, wisdom, bliss, and compassion. And then we purify any of the very subtle obscurations, these subtle imprints that are left after the main seed of the action has been purified. These are obscurations to enlightenment. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful white beam of light, which enters the crown of your head, illuminating your body, purifying these subtle imprints. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mebrayatsa Sarvakamasitame Titrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasitame Titrim Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatara Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Memprayatsa Sarvakamasitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiti Membriyatsa Sarvakamasitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakamasitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabahamaha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Feel that not one atom of negativity is left in your mind stream. Feel completely blissed out, that all negativities are purified. And then the fourth of the opponent powers, the power of resolve. This is how we change our actions, is by setting this goal not to repeat them, as specific as possible in a way that we feel confident we can keep. So anything specific you're working on, vow not to repeat it for a day or an hour, even 5 minutes, whatever you think you can keep. And then have a general wish to always refrain from harming others, always practice virtue. Stay on the path. Keep heading in the right direction. And Guru Vajrasattva was so delighted. He wants to merge with you. And so he dissolves into white light, enters the crown of your head, completely merges with you. So your body, speech, and mind, the Guru's body, speech, and mind, and Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind are now in union oneness, in a state of emptiness where there is no I, the creator of negative karma, no action of creating negative karma, and no negative karma created. All phenomena are empty, not existing from their own side as inherently existent. And then we dedicate all of the merit, this amazing positive energy, to the benefit of all living beings. Thinking, may all the virtuous karma I've created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And you can continue to dedicate just by thinking about the meaning or by reciting these verses. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the mind of self and others, sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment which is empty from its own side as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we pray for the long lives of especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Geshe Sherab, all of our gurus, all of our precious teachers, all of our Dharma friends who help us on the path. May they continue to teach us, guide us, hold us close in every lifetime until we all achieve enlightenment. And then have a very lovely evening, a great sleep.